Alright, it worked this week. It's good to be with you guys. See if I can get a view of everybody here. I'm sitting here. Brent's blocked out. That's good. I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about resolutions. Whenever they're coming, what's the word mean, first of all? Whenever I say resolution, what comes to your mind? What'd you say? Okay, decisions. That's very good. I like that. That fits. What? Skeletons? Deadlines, okay. You have to speak up, I can hear. Deadlines, changes, yeah. Okay. Commitments, another excellent word. All those are really good words. Anything else? You got something? Right. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so all of those are really good words. I mean, we have to group some words together in order to understand certain things, and I think that's why, specifically, why Jesus was referred to as the Word, because in order to, and God knew this, in order for us to understand things as human beings, it had to be put into words, which is why it's good for us to read the Word of God, and why it's so incredibly powerful and stronger and more powerful than any other word that we have. So I'm gathering all these words. So we've got commitments and deadlines and changes that need to be made and resolve and decisions and all those types of things. And those things are looming on us as 2014 approaches, or 2015 approaches, and 2014 leaves. And some of us had a really good 2014. Some of us may, it could have been a little bit better. But one thing's for sure, whether we had a good one or a bad one in 2014, we all want 2015 to be better, and we believe, and rightly so, that the decisions that we make, that the appointments that we keep, that the company that we keep, that all of those things are going to make a difference when it comes to how good or bad our year is in 2015. So, what are some of your decisions? What are some of your deadlines, your resolve, your changes that need to be made?
Some? I thought we were supposed to make one.
Well, there's many people here, so there'll be some. Uh, Anybody want to share anything?
I haven't given it much thought yet.
Okay, good.
Been a little busy.
Huh? I don't want to hear the list. I just want one thing. No, I'm kidding.
Well, one thing I want to do is start running more and be able to run a half marathon at some point.
Okay, good.
Half.
Half marathon. All right. You got to start. You got to start small. Got to start small. Good. It's okay. So there's personal goals, right? To better yourself physically, and ultimately, exercise is going to better you mentally as well. Anyone else have anything?
I just have one for January 1st.
Okay. Making Shane Black Eyed Peas? Is that it?
That's not a resolve, that's automatic.
Okay, good.
I'm from the South. But empty my kitchen
Okay.
from sweets, candy,
Oh,
junk.
okay, good. Okay, I see what you mean.
That's my resolve for
Yeah,
January
I need to
1st.
do that too. I think all of us
So,
can probably handle a little bit of
you want to
that.
wait for me at the garbage can.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I mean that's going to be on everybody's mind. That's the obvious one is people are going to think, you know what, I need to eat differently. I got to change. I got to change and resolve to eat differently because over the last month or 2 months or 2 years, if you're me, you have not been eating properly and you want to change things. This little thing on my wrist, by the way, is a start for me on that. It not only tells me when I need to get up and move, it also tells me how badly I'm sleeping, which is a kind of an interesting deal. But this is my resolve to be better physically, to exercise more, to eat differently, and all those types of things. How about on a spiritual level? Anybody giving any thought on that?
Well, I have a daily
Always.
prayer
Yes,
that
we do
I
that
always
too.
put others first, and I just want to continue in that growth and to make it more prevalent in my life.
Yeah. And that's a daily reset, like you said, right? That's not just a yearly thing. That's a daily reset. Every day you wake up, it's hit the reset button because you may have stunk it up the day before in that particular area. So that's a very good point. That a lot of these things are daily resets, and even when it comes to our diet and approach to physical things, it's going to be a daily reset, right? And that brings up one of the scriptures that I had in mind for this morning is that Luke, when in his account of when Jesus said to pick up your cross and follow me, do you know the word that he enters that none of the other gospel accounts enters into that? He says daily, right? That's interesting to me. That all the other gospel accounts, Jesus says to pick up your cross and follow after me, right? Luke enters this word daily in there, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, that's a constant revamping. The day before may have been bad, the week before may have been bad, the year before may have been bad, but you know what? Tomorrow is a new day, and I love the verse that says that the Lord's mercies are never ending. They are what? New every morning, right? They reset every single day, and the blessings of the Lord are new every single morning, and you can take part of those and take part in those, and they can be part of your daily reaffirmation, if you will. So that's a wonderful spiritual goal there. Any other spiritual goals that you guys have thought of that you may want to change or do?
I have a thought along the lines of what you were saying about the daily. We were just talking the other day about like in the morning you can wake up and you can have this resolve, and His mercies are new every morning, and you can wake up and you have that refreshed spirit. But then by the time the evening comes, it's lost its umph. And you know that song 10,000 Reasons?
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Let me be singing when the evening comes."
All right,
You
that's a
can
good.
be fresh in the morning, and then by the time the evening comes, like
That's the truth.
wears you down. Like, can I still be singing in the evening as I am in the morning when I've sat down to pray? And
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. Did you have something, Aubrey, or are you just stretching? Okay. So we do these manual resets and that type of thing, and what's something to keep us on the track though? What's the one thing that's going to keep us on the track of wanting to treat other people different? For me, my goals are to read the Word of God more, obviously, but I want to memorize a whole lot of it. I want to put a lot of it to memory, and I want that to be kind of my theme with the Word of God this year. When I went to school, I did a lot of that. I had a stack of index cards that because I was in school, I was forced to memorize all these verses, and you don't, in your everyday life, it's not something that you force yourself to do, right? Other things take precedent. Other things are more important, or whatever. And even when I started preaching at a young age, um, I would learn my sermons, and I would take 45 minutes to an hour every week to memorize the verses that were in my lesson. Well, I got away from that. I stopped doing that, and I think that's one of the things that I need to do for myself is to hide the Word of God in my heart that I might not sin against Him. Psalm 119:11, and to realize that as it enters, and the more I know about it, and the more I memorize it, the better off I'll be. So that's one of my goals for this year. But how do I do that? How do we keep focused on staying dedicated all the way through the evening? And how do we stay focused on treating others better than ourselves? What does that for us? What? To pray? Is that what you said? I'm
yeah,
praying,
helps me.
praying, and what else?
I'm just saying praying helps me.
Praying helps you. That's. There's no more powerful thing than that.
Our own attitudes.
Right. Yeah, you're exactly right. But what I'm asking is what alters that? And obviously I can't. Sometimes my attitude is a stink. It's terrible. So what keeps me on track? What keeps my attitude from getting sour and pushing away my changes, my necessities? What does that?